Hey, what is up guys? I am Ascari Husky here today, and we are back with I think it's the fourth Fursuit interview.
Your show.
The fourth Fursuit interview. Guys, we are at Fursuit 2019, and we are interviewing the wonderful Pocari. Let me tell you something. You are actually the very first furry YouTuber I ever watched.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
like
thank you.
no shit. Like I remember like I was getting back into the fandom.
Yeah.
And I just looked up the term furry, and you came up, and I was like,
What?
watch. Oh. It was the bottle episode. It was like back with your old suit. And
Yeah.
It was way 4 years ago, 5 years ago. When I got back into all of it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, so, I'm glad I could do that for you.
Yeah, so this is a awesome furry YouTuber. Holy crap, you are growing a lot.
I know, right?
Holy crap. But that being said, guys, this is the Fursuit interview series. For those of you who don't know how the interview series works, I go to Twitter, I will drop a picture of said suitor and ask you guys to ask this suitor questions. So, that being said, Pocari, are you ready to answer?
Yes.
But first things first, how's your fur do this week?
That's good. Like, it's definitely my shortest fur day because we've been so in and out, being busy with other work and stuff, unfortunately. Gotta prioritize. But from what I've managed to have, it's been good. I died on the first walk. The weather was not kind to us this year.
No, it was not. Like, as someone who is from Chicago, even I was hot. Your winter is very hot.
It is, yes. Yay, tropical.
Your winters are summer. You know that, right?
Meanwhile, Melbourne's got snow.
It's actually warmer here than it is at home.
Oh, well, there you go. That's concerning.
A little messed up, isn't it?
Global warming's a bit.
That and you guys live on a massive desert.
Yeah.
So, Pocari, outside of Fursuit, how many different cons have you been to, and how many US cons have you been to? If I'm not mistaken, I thought that was your first one.
Yeah, that was my first one, and so far has been my only one. Otherwise, I've been to Ribfur, which is no longer around. That was Brisbane Con. That was my first con. I was to Convergence. I've done Fursuit 4 times. What else? I did WAF over in Perth. I did Filipinas. I think that's everything. I haven't done HCFC or the New Melbourne Con yet.
Okay.
And I think that's about it. I'm probably gonna forget one and feel terrible afterwards.
So, what US cons do you want to go to then?
Well, besides MFF that I've already gone to, definitely AnthroCon is on the list.
That's a must do. In my opinion, that's like the best con.
Yeah, I hear so many mixed things. People say MFF's better, some people say AnthroCon's better, so I'm like, okay, no,
Personally, MFF isn't nearly as good, but I see like the stigma of people enjoying it.
Okay.
But at the same time, I prefer AC all day.
Otherwise,
it is so much fun.
Yeah. Oh, Furry Week Atlanta is another one I really want to go to.
That's what I want to go to too.
Yeah.
I mean, I live in the States, and even I haven't been to that yet.
And BLFC as well.
Oh hell yeah! I have friends who just talk big
Yeah.
about that con. They say it's like the best con. So yeah. So any US con plans for this year or next?
Not this year, because we're moving to Canada in January.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, we want to be there.
You're going from nice winters to very cold.
No, we're sick of the heat. It's annoying. Like, how do you do anything when the air is soup? Like, when it's cold, you just put on some more blankets and stuff. But when it's hot, you can only take off so many layers before it's illegal.
You'll learn. I promise you'll learn why winter sucks.
Because I grew up in Tasmania. That was pretty cold down there. And I liked the cold. It's nice to get like rug up in front of a heater and just blanket. Like, I'd rather do that than just be like, ugh.
So we're at in Canada.
We're going Vancouver way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like we haven't got like a confirmed area yet, but that's where we're going.
Okay, that's a good goal.
Yeah, so I'll be able to hit up all the Canadian cons.
Oh, hell yeah. Canada has some good cons. And that is a beautiful area. I haven't personally been to it, but I have a friend who lives in Washington, just the state south.
Yeah.
And he lives in Seattle. And from what he showed me, it is an absolutely spectacular area.
Yeah, we've seen so many pictures and photos. Like, we watch so many YouTubers who are Canadians, and they're just like, oh, take us there.
So, yeah, what Canadian cons are you excited to finally get to go to?
It's Vancouver and what's the other one? FE, yeah, Further Equinox, that's it.
Over
Yeah.
on the other side of the country.
Yeah, well, I've got to do them both, so it's gonna be good. I'm excited. And there's lots of meats and stuff too I want to go check out. Like lots of party meats and things, so that's good.
The fucking Canada, in my opinion, has like the best furry scene in the world.
Yeah?
In my
Sweet.
opinion, it is. From what I've seen, it's an amazing furry scene.
Sweet, I'm excited then.
So guys, that being said, let's answer some of these questions. For those of you who don't know, the Fursuit interview series works. I drop a photo of said fursuiter on Twitter, and you guys ask said person questions. So, Pocari, are you ready to answer these questions?
Yeah.
Alright, so the first question is by Pyro Wolf, and that is, how do you deal with the overwhelming amount of swarmed people at cons you go to, since you are very well known? I actually, I have a hard time, and I'm all the way down here.
Did you witness us at MFF?
I remember there was one time I was like, oh hey, it's Pocari. I turned around, I was like, there's this massive line.
Yeah,
I'll see you at
a few
Furdu.
times.
My only thought was, I'll see you at Furdu.
Yeah. So the way to deal with that is have an amazing handler. Kiba, I wouldn't have been able to get through MFF without her, because anytime that happened, she would start herding people into a line and explaining everything to them for me and just really organizing everything so it wasn't a whole cluster. So get a good handler who knows what to do in that scenario. 'Cause when you're at first, you can't see anything, so you really need a human.
I have a very, very hard time seeing a good chunk of the time.
Yeah.
So.
But it is a cool thing. It's awesome and overwhelming at the same time.
Personally, I get overwhelmed when I have more than 4 or 5 people, all at the local fur bowls I go to, I walk in and everyone just, you know what I'm saying? Or at the local cons, a decent amount of people know who I am. But
Yeah.
me compared to you, cool.
That's why it's always good to go hide back in the room and recharge and come
Yeah.
back out. We spent most of today, after the first hour, we pretty much just stayed in the room until late afternoon to recharge the socials.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And there are some times when we just are too socially overwhelmed and be like, we can't, sorry, yeah, I'm done, bye.
Overeating water.
Pretty much. I apologize if I've had to do that to anyone, but I don't have much of a choice.
So the next question is by @FoxNovia, and that is, if you went back in time, what is one event in history you would like to visit?
I'd love to just go back to Tasmania when there were Tasmanian tigers everywhere. I would love to go back and just see them all in the wild, see the last ones in the zoo. And I would just go back and see all the animals that we don't have anymore. Because it's oh.
I would love to go back and see what the Earth was like before humans.
Oh, yeah.
Just out of curiosity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just really forest everywhere. I don't think it'd be that exciting.
Well, think about it. Light pollution.
Oh, true, actually.
Having 0 lights, no cell phones, no
Yeah.
electricity.
That'd be cool.
Very, very, very different thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if there's ever a forest fire, we contain it.
Yeah.
We stop it. If there was ever a fire then because of lightning or something happened, it just spread.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's
Did you know
fascinating thought.
a lot of Australia's trees are actually built to withstand bushfires. So the way they work is, so they get burned, but after getting burned, it's they release their seedlings or another layer of bark, and it's actually an essential process in the tree's life, kind of thing. Because Australia is always on fire.
What happens when you live in a desert?
Yeah.
A massive island desert. So the next question is a little bit of a longer one, but it's actually a really good question. And it's by a friend of mine called Wolfeltech, and says that Scary is from Chicago, the Chicago area, and you attended MFF this past year for the first time. How was the adjustment to the different climate? Also, since Pocari is from Australia and Ascari is attending Purdue for the first time, how is the adjustment to the climate there too?
Okay. Well,
so because you showed up right at the beginning of our winter. That's what MFF is. It's not even technically meteorological winter, but it's basically there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how was that? Because you went from long summer days
to
coming up to the northern hemisphere where Yeah.
Yeah, no, we loved it. We were playing in the snow. We were reveling in the lack of heat and humidity. We made snow angels. We made a snow squirrel. Like, it was awesome. I wish I had thicker jeans. That was a bad idea. I had very cold leggings. But other than that, no, we loved it. We absolutely loved it. But after the con, we also went down to Florida, and then that was a bit more like home temperatures anyway.
Yeah.
So we didn't have too much time to revel in the amazing coldness. But that definitely confirmed that Canada is for us.
Personally, coming down here, it was weird because right now it is warmer here than it is at home, and we are in summer, you are in winter.
No, it
and it
is
makes
weird.
the one huge thing that's messed me up.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that's messed me up is I went from long summer days where the sun goes down at 8:30. It's 7:54, almost 8 o'clock, and it's pitch black.
Yeah.
It was dark at like 4 o'clock. I remember the first day I was here, I was out with some friends, and I was like, I think it was like 5 o'clock. I looked at everyone, I was like, oh, you know, I was like, no, it was like 5:50.
Yeah.
Sun had gone down, it was already dark. I looked at everyone, I was like, oh, you know, we should probably go. It's probably like 11 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? They're all like, dude, you're crazy. What? They're like, look at what time it is. And like, so that loss of day messes me up. That messes with me so bad.
Yeah.
That is the only thing that's messing with me. Besides that, the weather is perfect, in my opinion. This is perfect.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it.
Oh, yeah. Like that chilly night last night.
Yes.
Oh, that was wonderful. And then the entire time out here, like today it was a little bit on the warmer side.
It was, yeah.
But outside of that, it wasn't bad.
Did you like the beach?
Yeah. We don't have beaches like that in Chicago.
Huh?
No. We have a massive lake, but we don't have, because I'm in the Midwest.
Oh, okay.
So we don't have beaches like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things here that we don't have there. You guys have massive spiders, by the way. Scared the crap out of me.
Have you seen any of the golden orb weavers?
I don't want to. I was at a wildlife sanctuary 2 days ago. Oh, saw like this spider that was like this big.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just like, what the? I was just like, nope. No, your spiders are huge.
That's one thing you gotta watch out once you start going to like far north Queensland. You never walk between two poles because there are so many spiders up there. It's ridiculous because you get the orb weavers, which are like.
You make me feel so much better because I'm going to northern Queensland after the
Oh well, don't walk between trees. Don't do it. Or like get a stick first and be like, eh. But they're like, it's literally the size of my face. Because it's got this, it's like got a really, it's like a giant daddy long legs actually.
No, burn it fire. I'm gonna scream like a little girl when I see that thing.
Yeah, like, I'm not afraid of bugs, but even they make me a bit.
So the next question is by Chief Casey. So what's the biggest thing you'll miss moving out of Australia?
Oh, my family, easily. Just my family and my friends. Like, but otherwise, there's nothing else really in Australia that I am gonna miss because I've had it for 24 years. So I'm kind of like, I'm done with it. I've sort of done everything I wanted to do. So it'll just suck living so far away from my family, my mum and dad and all that. But that's half the reason why we're going to the Vancouver side because you can actually get direct flights there from Australia.
Yeah, you cannot get a direct flight from Chicago to here.
No, so it feels a little bit closer to home.
I had to lay over in LA.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a layover in LA on going to MFF. Whew, that's a crazy airport.
Oh man, I walked in, I was like, where's the Brisbane terminal?
The Brisbane
They're like, oh, there's a flight for Brisbane at 136, at gate 136. Oh, okay.
Now you just follow the trail of bottle caps.
I'm like, oh, you know, gate 136, you know, going through this massive maze you call LAX. Get to gate 136. Not my flight.
I knew.
It's at gate 150.
I knew.
You would think 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 4142. Exactly. I mean, yeah, no.
No.
All the way at the other end of the airport.
Oh, we've had that
I was just
before
like,
as well.
it's a good thing I had like 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't, if it was like only an hour, I would miss my flight.
Yeah. So I'm going to ScotiaCon in November, and we actually flying to Heathrow. I'm really keen to see what Heathrow is like.
Heathrow is the busiest airport in the world, and it's only 2 runways.
What?
Well, it is a tiny airport, but they are able to move so much, so fast. It is so coordinated.
Huh. Well, there you go.
It's ridiculous.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, and they also don't announce that what gate your flight is flying out of until 45 minutes before your flight.
Yikes. Okay, good to know.
So yeah.
Thank you.
So the next question is by Sony Crockett, and that is what helps you stay refreshed in the fandom that always keeps you excited besides his fan?
What helps stay refreshed in the fandom that always
I think
keep
they
you
missed a few
excited?
words.
So like the stuff that like keeps me going in the fandom, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna-
Besides fans.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much. It's like my way to find friends and talk to everyone. Like it's just my central hub of my life, so it's kind of hard to leave that. Also, the artwork, of course. I always love artwork. And yeah, just making videos. Like gotta keep getting some fresh ideas for videos. By like brainstorming with like patrons or Kiva's so good with video ideas. Actually, my next video is going to be an interesting one. I had to call it off because I got too sick this week and I couldn't get it done in time for the con. Because my next video is bottle episode 69. So, I'm going to make it about sex ed. So I thought might as well
Seems
use it.
fair.
'Cause
That
everyone's
seems
like,
fair.
people in the comments have been counting down. So I'm like, alright, I won't disappoint you.
So personally, on that though, what keeps me going? Photography.
Yeah.
The photography and the excuse to travel. It gives me
Yes,
an
to
excuse to
travel.
go places. And I'll be honest, I love Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And I've loved coming here. So far, this has probably been one of the best convention experiences
Oh, good.
I have ever had.
That's good.
Coming to this country has been amazing.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh my gosh.
What has been your favorite thing so far besides the con?
I saw the Google car.
Oh, you saw the Google card, yes.
I was freaking out. I was in the car with my friend. It's like,
Photography said
I was just like, straight view. He's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, Google car, and then like turned in front of us, and like I hung out the car window and I was waving at it. And then we pulled into the Fursuit hotel, right?
Yeah.
And then I had my head, and I seen him coming the other way. I chucked my hat off. You know that beanie I wear?
Yeah.
I chucked that to the ground, grabbed my head, booked it to the intersection, threw my head on, and waved to it. So me, an American from Chicago, traveled halfway across the earth to be on Google Street View.
I actually got on Google Street View once because there was a furry meet and the car went past, but at the one moment it went past, I was in the bathroom getting changed. So you just see like my handler standing outside. I'm like, damn it!
That or my favorite thing that happened on the flight on the way here is I accidentally, what's it called? Shotgun. I accidentally shotgunned a can of Coke.
Why would you do that?
Complete accident, 100%.
How did you do that accidentally?
Okay, so the flight attendant handed me the drink, right? And I was
Yeah.
trying to get the tray table out because I was like in like not economy but not first class. It was like, what is it, business class? And it was in the armrest. And the lady is like reaching over this poor kid in the middle of us, and it came out and it came slamming down and hit the side of the can of Coke. It starts pissing everywhere. I don't know what to do. So the first thing I did was, we're going college, kid. Crack. And the flight attendant's just sitting there in shock. There's a lady helping me, is like, what's going on? And the poor kid next to me got the brunt of it.
Oh, fireworks back.
Fireworks back. But the poor kid sitting next to me got the brunt of it.
Aww.
I felt so bad. And like, I didn't know how to say sorry because English wasn't very good. Oh, I felt so bad. But yeah, that's the most interesting thing.
Well, there you go.
Seeing Brisbane was really cool.
Yeah.
And going to SBFM. And this is the first con I have been to since my first ever MFF, where I went to the con and basically no one knew who I was.
Oh, man. How's it feel?
It's weird. I got so used to like being stopped
Yeah.
that walking around here in a suit and out of suit, like, it's kind of weird.
You have to relax a little.
Yeah, it's a weird vibe. Not gonna lie, it really is. So wait, actually, I'm curious. So the next question is actually by me.
Okay.
What do you think? And you might guess it. My persona is based after. I'll give you a hint. It's similar to you.
I'm trying to picture it, like some kind of beverage, I assume.
Yes.
It's probably an American beverage that we don't have.
No, you definitely have it.
Oh, we have it. Okay. Maybe like some kind of like lemon lime thing. Nah, not ringing any bells.
Mountain Dew.
Oh, you're Mountain Dew.
Is there a Mountain Dew Roo?
No, I actually designed one. I don't know if anyone is like actively using one.
Because like I remember when I was creating my persona, I was like, hey, Pocari did a Pocari Roo. That'd be really cool if I did a Mountain Dew Roo, but I thought it was always taken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like, no one could copyright an inspiration source. So like, as long as your design is different, you named it different, you're good. Like, people are welcome to make another Pocari Roo, but they just have to have a different name and different design.
So, how did you come up with Pocari? What made you want to come up with Pocari?
Well, it's Monster Roo, of course. You know Monster Roo?
Yeah, I know Monster Roo.
Yeah.
That's now Mango.
Yeah,
I remember his dancing way back.
Yeah, because that's pretty much how I found the fandom, was through his dancing videos. Like, I always knew, like, furries were a thing, but didn't really have any desire to get into it. And then I saw Mangosa's dancing, and in all the suits, I'm like, what are these cool suits? I need me one of those. And I designed my persona and everything. And I didn't want to get my first fursuit as my persona in case I didn't have like the fitness to fursuit, or I didn't like it, or which is something that went wrong. So I'm like, okay, well I need to design a character for a fursuit. I'm like, oh, Mangosa is pretty cool. He has Sodaru, I'll design my own Sodaru. And I designed my Sodaru for Sprite, a Sodaru for Copperberg Cider, and a Sodaru for Pocari Sweat, and then judged them all up. And Pocari's one was probably the easiest one for a suit because it only had like 2 colors and it was nice and simple. And then, yeah, I just chucked that and some money at More for Less.
My dream maker. My dream maker.
Hey, I liked More for Less before they were cool. Because I would always like hunt for fursuit makers by watching fursuit parades. Yeah. And then like I think it was Ayeko, one of their personal suits that I saw, and he just stood out like crazy. I'm like, whoa, I need me one of those. So then I went and commissioned More for Less.
So who's your current maker now?
So this is 8-Bit Works, who was actually a local maker down in Melbourne.
Okay.
Yeah, so now he's Australian made. Oh. It's just a pity because the old boy just got too old. He was like to the point where you would brush him and then breathe and he would become unbrushed. Like, he's still in good nick. It's just a bit too scungy for my standards. Mm-hmm. I just would always feel like wearing him. Like, he still looks fine on camera, so I'll use him on videos and stuff, but he doesn't come out in cons anymore.
So, another question. What inspired you to do YouTube?
A hobby. Like, I've always liked making YouTube and like videos and things. It's always just something I've enjoyed doing. Like, when I was really little and I wanted to make I would make videos in Microsoft PowerPoint. So, like, I would orchestrate my own Pokemon battles by getting sprites and like have like objects flying out of them using freaking Microsoft PowerPoint and stuff like that. Or like for high school, we got to make music videos, music clips from our favorite shows. But yeah, so just because I'm also a digital artist, but I'm really lazy digital artist. Like, it's really hard for me to find the drive to draw because like I enjoy it, but it's just getting started. Yeah. But I still have that creative itch, so making videos is another way to sate that need to create.
That works.
Yeah. So I just did it as a hobby, and then sort of went.
I guess it worked.
It worked.
So the last question is by @Eruza. And that is, why did you pick a kangaroo?
That's the whole Sodaru inspiration. Like, it's a cute animal, and I thought it'd be cool to have like an Australian, like, because I'm Australian, and then I had like Australian animal as a persona.
Makes sense.
And just, yeah, that's it. I wasn't really picky. I just needed something for a fursuit, and you don't see many kangaroo suits around, so I'm like, yeah, look at me, I'm going to be a special snowflake. And that was really it. I didn't think too hard about it. I just wanted something blue. Blue kangaroo.
100%. So guys, thank you for watching this fursuit interview. Guys, if for some reason you don't know who Pocari Roo is, it would very surprise me. I'm not gonna lie, it would surprise me if someone actually genuinely didn't know. Like, if someone clicked on the video and they're like, who's this? I'd be like, how do you not know? But guys, if for some crazy reason you don't know who Pocari is, go check out her content. She is truly amazing. Guys, go support them, go support their content. All of their social media links will be down below. Pocari, is there anything left that you want to say?
Not really. I'm just looking forward to seeing all you guys once we're finally Canadians. It's going to be so good. And thank you so much for asking to interview me.
Of course.
And thank you guys for all the questions.
Yeah, you guys provided a ton of questions. Like
Oh, good
when
questions.
when I actually made the post, my phone was just like ding, 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 ding. I was like,
I'm sure we could sit here and talk for hours.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ah man, I accidentally did that in the video once.
You only do it once.
we filled up a 64 gig card. We messed up.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
That's solid effort.
So guys, like I said, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to go check her out. Guys, if this is the first time you're dropping by this channel, please don't forget to sub and drop a like on this video. Guys, if you enjoyed this Fursuit interview and want to see more, there's about 40 more of these videos on my channel. That playlist will pop up somewhere. But most importantly, Pocari, thank you again for being a part of this series. And guys, we had such an amount of questions. We might actually have to bring her back one day.
Round two.
At a later date.
Yeah.
Maybe. But guys, thank you again so much. Guys, I have been Ascari Husky.
I'm Pocari Roo.
And I will see you all in the next video.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.